Hello, this is Mr. Zanaletto again. I'm going to go ahead and slide that formula sheet right under there so you can see trapezoid is this. And that's what I said last time. The main thing is make sure that we know the formula that we should use. Area equals 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. Now both those bases are going to be perpendicular to your height, and your height's going to be perpendicular to both of those bases. Keep that in mind as we go here. We're going to need two bases, but that's perpendicular to this base, which is 15 plus 8. It's going to be that whole side. One part of it was 15, another part was 8, so that made 23 centimeters. And if this is 15, then this is 15 centimeters. So that's how we have our measurements, and then we have this is our height. And this is a base. We'll call that base 2. I'll call this base 1. So from there, plugging those into my formula, I have area equals 1/2. Height is 15 centimeters. Base is 15 plus 23 centimeters. So when I plug those in, I add these together, I get 38. 38 times 15 divided by 1/2 is 285. So my answer is 285 centimeters squared. The next part, this they give it to you pretty easily. This is my height. And here's base 1 and base 2. And again, use my formula that I have right here waiting for me. Area equals 1/2. Height is 5.5 inches times 6 inches plus 14 inches. That's going to be 20. Half of 20 is 10. 10 times 5.5 is 55. You can let the calculator do all that. Area, though, either way will work to be 55 inches squared when you multiply those together. Now, once we have that, the composite figures, I'm going to use that knowledge that I just was using in that base times height will give me a rectangle area. Well, this is 3 by 4. Here, this here is 3 by 6. And the question here is that if these are 3 and this whole thing is 8, this is going to be 5. Just as this is 3, just so that you get an idea. So this being 5 by 15, it's going to be 5 by 15. And I'm going to add each of those. So really, if I wanted to write down a formula for this particular composite figure, is going to be base 1 times height 1 plus base 2 times height 2 plus base 3 times height 3, each of those being figure 1 of that rectangle, then that rectangle being figure 2, and this figure being figure 3. When I plug those values in, I get 3 times 4 plus 5 times 15 plus 3 times 6. And if it makes you feel better, it makes me feel a little better, I'd put parentheses around them just so that that's each of the pieces. And when I add those together, I get 105 units squared. Again, here they don't give us a unit, so I'm just going to go ahead and let everyone know that it was an area is 105 units squared. Here's my answer. The next one, here we have a 6 by 6 square up here. Here I have a 20, well, first of all, this was 6 and this was 15. So that makes this 9. That makes this 6. That's, I use the 6 now, 9 by 20. And if this is 6, and this was 5, that took up 11 meters. That leaves 9 meters down here. I need to figure that 9 meters out. this triangle, we had this being 9. So if this is 9, that means that's 7. I have a 7 by 9. So plugging this in, area equals base 1 times height 1, base times height, plus base times height of the second figure, plus 1/2 base times height of the third figure. And that was 7 and 9. So I plug those values in, and I'll let my calculator do the rest of the work. 6 times 6 plus 9 times 20 plus 1/2 9 times 7. And this is in meters squared, so my final answer area is going to equal something meters squared. When I put this all in my calculator, I get 247.5 meters squared. Now, we need to get after this. The next part is strictly honors as far as being expected that you have to know it. Doesn't mean that you can't learn it even if you aren't in honors, but just to let you know, this is regular polygons. This is going to be area equals 1/2 apothem times perimeter. This first one they give me, this apothem word is really the center out to the side of the polygon, and then your perimeter is 4 plus 4 plus 4, 6 times. So my perimeter is going to equal 4 times 6, which is 24, and my apothem was given to be 2√3. So when I put it into my equation, area is going to equal 1/2 2√3 times 24. Well, that's 24√3 centimeters squared. Or if you do an about answer, that's about 41.569 centimeters squared. That's my area. And I didn't do that in black, that's okay. There we go. Now this next problem is where it gets tricky when it comes to these kind of problems, because we have to find the apothem. The circumference, or the perimeter I mean, we're still using this, so we need the perimeter. The perimeter is going to be 5 times 12, 5 sides, each being 12 meters, is 60 meters. Got that. The question is, how far is this? That's what I really need to know. Well, if I look at this pentagon, you have 360 divided by 5 is 72 degrees. So each of these is 72 degrees and so on around. Well, then that's going to make this triangle, that's going to be, if I bring this, I like to bring this triangle out. It's got a side that's the apothem. This is going to be 36 degrees, and this is going to be 6 meters because it's half of a side. That means that the apothem, which I need, is right here. Well, how do we solve those kind of problems? Well, circle your angle, HOA. O and A is what I have, so a tangent. Tangent of 36 degrees is equal to OA, 6 over A. That means I need to switch these, and I get the apothem should be 6 over tangent of 36 degrees. So to get the exact answer, I got this perimeter, I got the apothem. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Area equals 1/2 apothem, which is 6 over tangent of 36 degrees, all times the 60 meters. That would be, my area then results in 1/2 times 6 times 60 is 180 over tangent of 36 degrees meters squared, which is about 247.749 meters squared if you punch in your calculator. And that's it. But make sure you can pull this triangle out to figure out that key value, the apothem, distance from the center of the polygon out to the side. Thank you.